What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of SIBZ, West Coast, East Coast Siblings. Today is going to be my review of episode 4 of Apple TV's See, which I gotta be honest, guys, it was pretty boring. Not a lot happened. Now, maybe I was expecting too much, as episodes 1 through 3 seemed action-packed, kind of exploded onto the scene with character building and lots of action and world building and all that stuff. And episode 4 kind of coasted along. No pun intended, as the majority of the episode, at least for the protagonist, took place on a raft that Baba Voss had built in case they ever needed to escape. Now, he must have built this once they got to the land. This must have been years and years ago while the two seeing kids, Haniwa and Kofun, I'm getting the names now, back when they were small children. So he kind of prepared for this to happen. In a nutshell, Queen Cain realizes that her entire council and most of the people in her kingdom are fed up with her chasing after Jerlamarel and his kids for whatever reason at the expense of her own kingdom. So with this foreknowledge, she's able to thwart the assassination attempt, and not only does she kill all of her council, but she actually closes the dam, allowing the water pressure to build up and pretty much destroy her entire kingdom. Don't really see where they were going with that. Now, she still does have her army, as most of them, like I said, are chasing after Jerlamarel and his kids, and I would just assume that they're going to stay loyal to her, even though they probably will find out at some point that she's destroyed their entire kingdom and slaughtered thousands of innocents and children and families. Yeah, not too sure where they're going with that. Back to the boat, back to the river, as where I think the most important thing about this episode is they're trying to establish how very different Haniwa and Kofun's characters are. They both have the ability to see, but they go about using this power in two completely different ways. You can kind of already tell that Haniwa's character is very aggressive. She kills the character Gatherbacks. I'm going to butcher these names, but at least I know who they are. Yeah, she kills his character for betraying them. They basically let him live, and he goes back to Queen Cain's forces and leads them directly to Baba Voss and his family on the river. In doing so, a couple of the people they were traveling with actually get killed because of it. She takes vengeance in that, getting justice for those innocents who died on the raft, as where Kofun earlier in the episode was actually the one who made the decision to spare Gatherbacks' life. I just know that I'm butchering that name. Perhaps there could be a little bit of tension between them two, because as where Kofun decided to save life, spare this guy's life, and he then uses that gift to further try to kill them, Haniwa's like, no, I'm not having it. We gave you that one chance, and so now I'm gonna kill you. And so we'll see if that drives some kind of wedge in between the two siblings. But what I'm getting small hints of now, and kind of what I thought was a very light thread between the first 3 episodes, is I think that one of the siblings is going to be evil, and I think that sibling is Haniwa. I think that her character, the aggressive way that she's dealing with scenarios, and also her kind of worldview on justice and those types of things, they're setting her up to be evil. I think back to a scene, I think it was in the 2nd or 3rd episode, where she was pointing her bow and arrow at one of the innocents in her own village, saying that I could kill this person right now and they would just think it was a god. That kind of thinking, I think, is a huge hint. Now, Kofun is absolutely disgusted by this, and he's like, are you kidding me? Stop playing like that. And I think that this just goes to show it's a very early hint that Haniwa is going to go down that dark path, and I think they've kind of reinforced it slowly but surely in each of these episodes, and it continued obviously in episode 4 with her taking that vengeance on Gatherbacks, even though you could argue that was justified. They gave him the chance, they gave him a new opportunity, and with that opportunity he chose to take more lives. But yeah, as far as the narrative goes, they're definitely leaning toward a dark path with Haniwa's character. If I'm being honest, guys, and this video is going to be short, that's really the only thing of substance that I could really get from the episode. I mean, they did a little bit to develop Magra's character, the kid's mother, kind of that she tells them on the raft, we could just live out our lives, go far out where they can never find us, and live our lives in peace and safety and in happiness and quietly, just have our lives, which is obviously what she's always wanted. It comes out of protection of her kids, obviously. And I gotta be honest, although I admire her mother bird, instinct to protect her kids, it's really clouding her judgment here, as these kids have the opportunity to remake the world and bring all of humanity to a better place, a better state of being. And so while I understand the mother's reluctance to allow her kids to be exposed to that kind of danger, I also get why Kofun and Haniwa would feel this burden, this urge to do this, because it's kind of their calling. Like, they have been given incredible gifts of sight, and they can use these gifts to get rid of nasty sickos like Queen Kane and, you know, create a new era of peace, hopefully better than the human race has ever seen before. But like Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. One last little thing that I just kind of noticed, they seem to be developing kind of a love relationship between Kofun and I think her name is Bo Lion. Now that can't be a real name, not Bo Lion. That Bo Lion. She's the daughter of one of the female leaders in the tribe, in Baba Voss's tribe, who gets killed when Queen Kane's forces come. You guys know, you've seen the episode. Yeah, I noticed a bit of the love connections in that episode. Sorry, I'm going to try to never do that again. But yeah, Kofun goes over to comfort her after the long day that she's had, not only losing her tribe and her mother in one day, but being basically with a bunch of strangers who she's kind of hated the entire time. She kind of just needs her space. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my review of episode 4 of Apple TV's new show, See. Let me know in the comments what you think of the episode below. Also, check out my review of episodes 1 to 3 if you have not already. If you like talking about your favorite movies and TV shows, etc., be sure to subscribe down below. Like this video if you like this video. Click the bell so you can find out when we drop more episodes just like this one. Thank you to all of our subscribers as always, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.